Hello, my good friends out there. I remain Dr. D.I. June, your lecturer on chemistry on social media. Uh, my last lecture was on rate curve, which can show or indicate the speed of a reaction. And to summarize it, we say when the gradient is large, it means this reaction is fast. When the gradient is small, it means the reaction is slow. So, and at the beginning, all the reactants will start from the original point because there's no loss of energy. Now, what we have today is the collision theory. Collision theory. Before I tell you what I have in my notes, is that normally when compounds, chemical compounds are reacting, or elements are reacting, they are either in a liquid form or in a solid form or in a gaseous form. And in each of these states, they are made up of particles, discrete particles. And it is the collision of these particles or ions or molecules that determines the reaction that leads to the formation of the product. And before that happens, the force of attraction only these molecules in the individual molecules or atoms or compounds must be stressed. They are called bonds, must be stressed and broken to enable these particles to react or collide. If there's no breakage of bonds, it means no reaction will take place. So let's go. In the collision theory states that for a chemical reaction to occur, the reacting particles must collide with one another. I take it again. The collision theory states that for a chemical reaction to occur, the reacting particles must collide with one another. So if there's no collision, no reaction. This is because not every collision between reactant particles results in a reaction. Only a small fraction of the total number of collisions is effective. For a reaction to occur, the colliding reactant particles must possess a certain minimum amount of energy. And that minimum amount of energy is called the activation energy. This activation energy of the chemical reaction is equivalent to the energy barrier, which must be overcome first before the bonds, only these particles are stressed and sufficiently broken to enable the reaction to take place. So therefore, reaction occurs if the energy of the colliding reactant particles is equal or more than the activation energy. Let me take that portion again. Therefore, reaction occurs if the energy of the colliding reactant particles is equal or more than the activation energy. When this activation energy is acquired by the reactant particles, they now form a complex molecule or a complex particle. And this complex particle is of a high energy content. So this high energy content particle is known as the activated complex. Because of this, because of its high energy content, this activation complex is unstable and it is readily decomposed. See, it can easily be decomposed or broken down to give the products or the reactants of the reaction. So activation energy, therefore, is the minimum amount of energy possessed by the colliding reactant particles for a chemical reaction to take place. So every reaction has its own activation energy. So a reaction with a low activation energy will take place spontaneously at even room temperature, while a reaction with a high energy activation energy will only take place if the energy supplied usually in form of what? Heat. So without collision of the particles of the reactant, a reaction cannot occur. And therefore, these reactants must possess a minimum amount of energy that can enable the takeoff of the reaction. And that minimum energy that they have to possess is called the activation energy. So please like it, share it, comment. Please click my bio and access my YouTube channel and subscribe. Thank you.